So today's video is pretty much a follow-up to my hottest man magnet perfumes video that I did. This is going to be the body mist version. As I always say on this channel, you do not need to spend an arm and a leg to smell good and intoxicating. These are perfect date night scents that will have men in a trance. I got a comment in my perfume version of this video that said, why is it always about men? Girl, it's not always about men, but people will say that, and then these are the types of videos that will get the most views. But it doesn't have to just be about men, okay? These are hot and sexy for yourself. But if you want to also attract with your scent and just be super magnetic, these are those scents. I base these videos off of just my personal experience. These are the mists that have gotten me so many compliments and also my husband loves. So with that said, let's get into the top most hottest, sexiest mist. Starting with one that I haven't talked about in a while on my channel, but I've held on to this because I just find it so unique. It's unlike anything Bath & Body Works has still, even to this point, ever done, and that is Little Black Party Dress. This scent is so incredibly unique and unlike most body mists. Most body mists will have some form of fruitiness or sweetness or whatever. This is all about patchouli. Now, coming from someone that doesn't really love all-out patchouli kind of scents, this is still done in the body mist way, okay? So it's not gonna be too much or as strong like a perfume would do it if it was just about patchouli. This still has things that you can work with, and it's definitely not just an overwhelmingly patchouli scent, but the patchouli that this does have makes this so sexy. Also, this scent smells like a $200 designer perfume easily. This has frosted nectarine, black peony, and white patchouli. Maybe because it's white patchouli, it just doesn't have that dirty earthiness to it, and then the way that it's kind of working with that black peony, it's so good. Kind of reminds me of black opium, but honestly an even more unique version of black opium. I'd rather go for this over black opium any day. So definitely check out Little Black Party Dress if you want just a super unique scent. This scent is very much discontinued. I got this at an SAS like 3 or 4 years ago, back when I first kind of started getting my collection at Bath & Body Works started. So you certainly cannot get this in store right now, but as with any scent that I talk about, if it's discontinued, check on secondhand websites like Mercari, Poshmark, eBay. You can always find any scent on there for a really good price. And always, if you're going on these types of sites, always put in offers. Don't purchase anything full price. I've put in absurd offers on certain things and people have accepted them, so just saying. Next up, I have Strawberry Flirt. This certain one was supposed to be duping Strawberry Letter from Flirt, and I feel like this is a hybrid between Strawberry Letter and also Burberry Her. It's summer right in the middle. This is a heavy, juicy strawberry scent, but it also has that Baccarat Rouge kind of vibe, Burberry Her. If you've ever smelled that, this has strawberry jam, vibrant poppy, and cotton candy musk. So it's a very sweet and fruity scent, but not in a juvenile way. There's something really hot and sexy about this. Maybe it's that Baccarat Rouge kind of vibe, but that vibrant strawberry jam just kind of makes it a little bit more flirty, not as serious as just wearing Baccarat Rouge. And it also is super strong, and that's the case with all these mists, is that they will give you perfume level strength at a body mist price. So win-win. Next up, for the sweet lovers, this is one of my favorite vanillas. This and the next couple that I'm going to talk about I've been really loving in terms of like a sexy, more elevated vanilla, not just like straight up foodie gourmand. And the first one is Warm Musk. This was such a good collection. This came with like a fruity one, but this is definitely the sexier one. This has smooth vanilla, whipped musk, and cozy amber. Something about amber in all scents just gives it that oomph, you know, to any kind of note. The vanilla in here is super smooth and will give you that vanilla bean, rich and creamy, authentic vanilla. It doesn't smell synthetic or anything like that. So the vanilla is just, it smells super high quality, but then with the addition of that cozy amber, it just kind of wraps it in another layer of kind of smoothness and warmth, and it kind of just takes this up a notch and gives it more of that perfume quality instead of just being, like I said, foodie vanilla ice cream. And then if you want to go all out sexy and add another level of just more complexity to your vanilla, then go for this. Now, this is the Zodiac collection that they came out with, but all of these scents were retired scents that they brought back. And I have Aries here, which happens to be my Zodiac. And this one was the repackaged for Bonfire Bash. And I love Bonfire Bash. So I was really happy that this ended up being my scent. This one has vanilla bourbon, creamy sandalwood, and rich musk. So unlike a scent like this, where it's gonna focus more on that vanilla bean, super rich and creamy, authentic vanilla, the vanilla you're gonna get in here is a little bit more smoky. It feels aged, it's boozy, so it has that kind of sexiness. This is what I imagine to wear when I'm in like a jazz club, and it's just this really charming dim lighting. People are drinking bourbon around you. I absolutely love the sandalwood note in here, a little bit of that muskiness, but all in all, my favorite is the vanilla bourbon. So if you want more of a boozy, woodsy vanilla, then go for Bonfire Bash or the Aries, whichever one you can find. It's the same scent. I talked about this in a few of these kinds of sexy mist kind of videos because I find this to be one of the sexiest body mists, and it also happens to be a dupe of one of my favorite perfumes, which is well over $150, and this is very much not. This is Midnight Addiction. If you love Black Opium Le Parfum, not the OG, the Le Parfum version, which happens to be my favorite Black Opium because it has 4 different vanilla notes in it. That perfume has vanilla in the top notes, vanilla in the middle notes, vanilla in the base notes. You're always gonna get vanilla, but just like Bonfire Bash, it is done in more of a elevated, sexy, perfumey, woodsy kind of way. And this also has the element of coffee. Now the coffee in here, unlike it is in the Black Opiums, it's definitely not as strong or bitter, which can actually be a good thing because I know a lot of people that don't like Black Opium don't like it because of the coffee element. But this one, think of it more like a latte, you know? So more creamy and milky and sweetened, not necessarily intense bitter coffee bean, which it does have addictive coffee bean in it. It's just, it's not giving that bitter. Just, it adds to the sexiness. This has ripe plum, rich almond flour, and addictive coffee bean. If you were to blindfold me right now, I would easily say this is like a $200 perfume. One of my most favorite Bath & Body Works, I would say probably my top 10 Bath & Body Works scents that I've ever tried. If you were to say, you know, all your mists could disappear, keep only 10, this would be one. And I talk about it often, but I love this scent so much. And it's kind of strange because I'm not like a predominantly rose lover or anything like that. For the longest time, I stayed away of all rose perfumes. But then I started kind of trying a few and I'm like, I don't hate rose. I just hate rose in certain perfumes. I don't like that dated synthetic rose. I think a lot of people don't like. But because of that, I used to write off all rose scents, and that was so wrong of me because there are gems that just smell so feminine and so sexy. And this is one of them, and that is You're the One. I will forever talk about You're the One. This scent has gotten me truly countless compliments. I always get asked, what perfume are you wearing? And people are expecting me to say like a $200 plus perfume. And then I say I'm wearing a body mist, and it's always like drop every single time. And it's like my favorite thing whenever people ask me what I'm wearing and I'm wearing this, to see their reaction, because they just think I'm like wearing this expensive perfume when it's like a $5 body mist. But that's just what this is giving. As I always say, this gives Dior, the Miss Dior perfume line, a run for its money. It smells like all of those perfumes in one. This has white birch, velvety rose, and a drop of strawberry nectar. I think the drop of strawberry nectar just makes all the difference to me. It's a warm rose, kind of gives me a little bit of rose water scent, but then it has this richness, this velvety, I mean, it is velvety rose, so intoxicating. And then with the drop of fruitiness, it's not a fruity floral, it's literally just a floral with the drop of fruitiness. So it's not like you can smell it a lot, but it definitely, it changes the vibe of it completely. And it's just flirty, it's sexy, it's seductive, so feminine, and just beautiful. And it lasts forever. I'm not even kidding when I say this body mist outperforms some of my perfumes. Next, this is also another really underrated Bath & Body Works mist, which is Sunrise Woods. This is part of their fall collection, and they brought this out the past couple years, I want to say. So I mean, I feel like it's a loved scent considering they keep bringing it back. This is so good all year round, not just a fall scent. This has creamy sandalwood, sweet berries, and cozy cashmere. I've always said this, but this reminds me so much of Versace's Crystal Noir, but a smoother version, more emphasis on berries. There's something addicting about this. I truly cannot describe this scent. I just know that when I smell it, it's one of those scents you don't want to stop smelling because you keep getting more whiffs of it, and then it leaves this amazing after smell in your nose. Like, have you ever smelled a perfume and it smells so good and then the scent kind of just lingers in your nose even after you're done smelling it? That's this perfume. Or body mist, I always say that. This is gonna be a creamy woodsy scent, berries, but not the type of berries that you think of when you think of Bath & Body Works body mist. Like, it's not giving juvenile berries. This is rich, elevated, woodsy berries with also that touch of cozy cashmere. Cashmere is also such an addicting note to me. So just the combination of that sandalwood, the cashmere, the berries, it's truly such a good scent, and it's so well refined, such a smooth blend of notes that I can't really pinpoint that this has berries or like a certain berry in it. Nothing. It's just smooth and perfection. And then the last mist that I have for this video is not Bath & Body Works, but I wanted to include it because this is one of my most complimented scents and I love to layer this body mist, and that is Vanilla Skin from Flirt. This is now my second bottle of Vanilla Skin from Flirt and I love this. I feel like this is a scent that, you know, ever since I bought this second bottle, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't used it as much as my first one. I got through the first one really fast, and then by the time I got this, I started wearing other stuff, so I've kind of forgotten about this, but I need to start back up with it because this used to get me so many compliments, specifically when I layered it. I love layering this more than anything with Vanilla 28 from Kayali. I think this and Vanilla 28 are the perfect pairing if you just want to smell like addicting, rich, intoxicating vanilla everywhere you go. That's this, because they both have that woodsy vanilla kind of scent. This has pink pepper, pink apple, sugar crystals, mineral notes of lily, jasmine petals, cashmere wood, and base notes of benzoin, vanilla, sandalwood, and agar wood. It's just such an elevated, rich, boozy vanilla. I would say if you don't want to spend the money on this, then get Bonfire Bash. They kind of give a similar vibe, but there's a little bit of a smoothness going on in here that this one doesn't have. So this is really special, but I know this is like $30, I want to say, so it's a little bit up there. But if you want to splurge a little bit on a body spray, this will not let you down, I promise you, and this lasts for forever. And if you love this scent so much and you want a perfume version of it, Flirt also has the perfume version. And I did used to have the perfume version because I love this scent so much, but after having the perfume, I found myself still gravitating for the body mist more. I don't know, I feel like the body mist just lasts just as much as the perfume, so I'd rather just spend a little less on the body mist and get even more product than the actual perfume, you know? That is all of my rich, sexy, seductive fragrances that will get you compliments from literally anybody. But if you're trying to, you know, impress a certain someone and you want to just smell and feel hot and sexy, these are the body mists I would go for that if you want something a little bit less expensive than perfumes, but scents that will still give you the same level of hot and sexy. That is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.